Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube segment, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Valentine's Day and put a little bit of a different spin on it than what you're accustomed to hearing now. Don't get me wrong, Valentine's Day is a wonderful day for many people if you have that significant other and if you have somebody that you're romantically involved with and he or she truly genuinely loves you and is infatuated with you and cares about you. But on the other side of the coin, what a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of people that don't have anybody on Valentine's Day, and I'm one of them. For many years, I don't even know if I've been number five in anyone's life, let alone number one. I couldn't honestly tell you how many Valentine's days that have gone by and I have not gotten anything, not a dinner, not a card, not a present from anybody. Many of you may know I live in the wonderful city of Nashville in Tennessee, where all these women are supposed to be so kind and benevolent and so friendly, and really I have not been embraced by many here since I've been here, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, as you've heard me mention in other videos, we're a lot of times I think we're dominated by a society that's very avaricious, very superficial and materialistic, and it's no different here, unfortunately, people. And the thing about it is, when I went into a Kroger today, and it really, what was so disheartening to me and made me feel very disconsolate and sad is when I saw people walking around with Valentine's Day flowers and gifts, and I knew that nothing was going to me, obviously, and I wasn't going to be part of it. So I think what people have to remember is that this is a great day, and it's a joyous day for people that do have somebody, that do have a significant other, that it's truly about love and not superficial relationship, of course. And the thing is, for those people that have romance and they have someone, they have that love in their life, that they have that person that maybe they're spending the rest of their life with, perhaps, more power to them. I'm happy for those people. I do wish all those people a happy Valentine's Day. And the ones that don't, there are people though that are in the same situation as I am though, and see, with me, it's been like this for so many years. It becomes very depressing when you hear about other people getting their Valentine's Day gifts. They get whatever on Valentine's Day. They have their little they have their get-togethers or what have you. They have their little romantic their interludes or what have you. They have their little get-togethers, and the thing about it is, I don't. I look at this and. What it does is it gives me a very prodigious, big, unpleasant reminder of what I don't have. And what people have to understand is that the Valentine's Day could be a very happy time for many people. But for others, it's just a reminder of something that they don't have. It's not just a reminder that they don't have, they're not getting a Valentine's Day gift, or they're not being able to celebrate it with that significant other or what have you. It's a reminder that they don't have that romantic love in their life, and that's what really hits home to a lot of people. And I just want to put this out there that, people out there that don't have a Valentine on this day, you are not alone, and I completely understand it. I don't show an abundance of emotion in my videos and sadness, but inside, I'll be honest with you, I cry my eyes out sometimes because of this. And I look at myself, I mean, here I am. I'm 45 years old, going to be 46 later this year, and what's terrible is that a lot of people are judged based on lack of income, and it's not about the heart that this person has. The heart right here is what I'm pointing at. Yes, this is what's paramount. It's not about the money in someone's pocket, but unfortunately, sadly, there are a lot of women out there that are about that. And sadly, I mean, I'm sure it works in both cases with men and women, but I mean, as far as me, how I've been hurt, it's because I think a lot of women have judged me based on my life and the fact that I don't have a lot that I can offer anybody right now from a material standpoint or monetarily speaking. Unfortunately, there's a very big heart I have the size of Manhattan. You know, I had to use that and put New York word in there, right? Being from New York originally. But anyway, and it's terrible. And I do, and it's sad that there are so many eligible guys out there, and I'm sure women as well. That women have, I mean, I'm sure they've been slighted for a number of reasons, and sometimes you have greediness in both sexes. I'm not saying that men are perfect or infallible by any means. Men have their own reasons why in some cases that they don't choose maybe the right woman that really they deserve that they should have had that was more deserving of another woman they chose. So yeah, I understand how it works both ways, but yeah, I'm just saying that people, the ones that don't have a Valentine out there, you are certainly not alone, and I could completely relate to this. I mean, right now, being at my age, and I would be honest with you, I don't really, I'm not going to have any hesitation about this. Since the time I was 18, I think almost, I might have had 3 years maybe since I was 18 years old. And I'm being honest as I can with you. I mean, I'm going by my memory. And being almost 46, maybe it's not as good as it used to be. I do not think, I think maybe 3 years I might have received a Valentine's Day gift or some remembrance because of that day. I'm not talking about a Facebook card. I'm talking about something, and of course Facebook wasn't around for most of the years I'm talking about, as many of you may know, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about in the virtual sense. I'm talking about actually receiving a card or some tangible a gift. So imagine how disheartening that is. Maybe the reason I've kept it together during this whole period is that I do have certain quiet strength in me. And I'm not going to jump off a cliff or anything because of it, but if I told you that it wasn't a little bit depressing or didn't put me in a melancholy mood from time to time, you know I'd be telling you a bold-faced lie. It hurts like the dickens. I will tell you that right now. What it is it makes it, when people forget about you, or not forget it, when they don't even when someone doesn't give you a chance to be their significant other, to be that love in their life, you think about yourself, you think about it as a reflection on yourself. And a lot of times that couldn't be further from the truth. A lot of times we just don't seem to have that right person that's willing to accept us for whatever reason. Usually, like I stated before, it's usually something superficial, I think, in a lot of cases, or materialistic. And sadly, we don't have enough people out there that are really looking for that Valentine or that love in their life for the right reasons, for the heart, and for having somebody that's going to be steadfast and loyal, that's going to be caring, that's going to be that persistent friend and lover, and someone that will be there for them without any doubt, that will love him or her unconditionally, and will show them that unbridled that love and that compassion and that loyalty. And really, you just don't have that really that much anymore. And it's just a shame that it works out that way. And of course, and I'm not trying to be negative or be that pessimistic or derisive or what have you, but the older you are, of course you know it's going to be more difficult because we're being judged by appearance. I know there has to be a certain amount of attractiveness in order to draw that person in. And me, compared to, like, say, when I was 25 as opposed to being 45 now, of course I had a much better chance then. I'd have to be oblivious not to know that. So this is basically to really put another spin on things, and it's not to be completely downtrodden or downcast regarding this holiday, because Valentine's Day is such a strong day for people that do have that love in their life, and really, and I I really do wish those people to have the best Valentine's Day ever on this particular day. But it's also important to remember that there are so many people that don't have that Valentine's Day. And when this holiday comes around, what it does is it's an unpleasant reminder, unfortunately, for the people that can't really celebrate it in the true sense. I mean, putting a Valentine's Day sticker on someone's wall, that's fine to remember somebody. Even in a lot of cases, that person is not romantically involved in the person they're sending it to, but they're just doing it just to kind of remind them that that they were remembered on this day, I guess. Which is good, and I'm not saying that's bad, but it's not as good as actually having that physical presence there and that actual love to physically embrace a person and actually receive a gift face to face. And for whatever reason, this love has eluded me for so long, and unfortunately, Valentine's Day at this point in time is just an unpleasant reminder of that, unfortunately. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube segment for my take on Valentine's Day 2016. And until next time, people, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.